Nah, last year was a great year. Last year was a tremendous year. Hey, how you doing? Fight Hype, FightHype.com coming to you live from the Mayweather press conference. I want you guys to tune in every day so you can get the best in boxing and the best in MMA at FightHype.com. My man Ben, he's the best.
What do you think it's going to take for you to bring your A game up?
I don't know. If the A game is not needed, I shouldn't have to use it.
Talk about your training. How do you stay in shape for boxing? Do you think more fighters should do that between camp and fight, stay in shape? A lot of guys.
Well, you know, actually now, normally I'm able to stay in shape because normally I used to be able to play basketball every day, but now I be making worldwide appearances. I make appearances all the time, so I'm not able to work out, you know, like I was able to do in the past. You know, in the past I was able to work, you know, play basketball every day, go to the fitness gym, work out. But you know, the last, I'm gonna say 7 years, I've been making a lot of appearances. So I wasn't able to really just, you know, go to the fitness gym like I was in the past because I make so many appearances now.
But after Broner lost to Maidana, Broner said to me in an interview that you were very supportive of him, that you called him to tell him to keep his head up and everything. When that was going on and you were having this conversation, did at any point cross your mind that maybe I can fight this guy and, you know, maybe make the revenge a little harder than what's going to fight him? I know eventually people is gonna start talking about, you know, Mayweather Maidana. So, you know, why let it wait? The time is now. We should make it happen, and that's what we did. No, I mean I don't want to say he really beat him. He went out there and looked tremendous. He tremendous. I mean, he went in. He done what he had to do. You know, I don't want to say anything bad about Adrien Broner, but you know what I'm saying. But you know, the thing with Adrien Broner is you got to know when to turn it on and turn it off. You know, I had, you know, Adrien Broner sit at my house. Sometimes we sit down and I talk to him. I try to teach him things about the sport of boxing. I try to tell him about certain moves you need to make in certain fights. And he asks me a question, and then when I'm telling him or I'm teaching him different moves, he say, "Nah, big brother, I got." I say, "Listen, you have to listen to me. It's different at this level. The same way you fighting, you shining on D-level fighters and C-level fighters, you're not gonna be able to do that against, you know, A and B-level fighters. It's totally different. And so, you know, things happen." Is somebody even close to who you thought that Maidana style was like?
I don't really know.
I was trying to think.
You know, you guys know how to do all that. You guys gonna do your homework and find the guy and say this guy kind of fight like Maidana.
You ever saw anyone though?
How do you compare Maidana with Castillo?
Well, I mean, you know, even like the first Castillo fight. I mean, all you gotta do is just go back, just put your TV on mute. Put your TV on mute. Don't listen to the commentator and just watch the fight. Put the TV on mute. Just watch the fight.
Champ, how important is your relationship with Al Heyman? How important is Al Heyman right now in boxing?
Me and Al Heyman work hand in hand. Great guy, you know what I mean? That's Leonard's partner. But Al Heyman is a great guy, tremendous guy. One thing about it I can say, Al Heyman is the man of his word. Whatever he says he's gonna do, he's gonna do. No different from if I say, Al, I need this jet here tomorrow, and the jet need to be here 1 o'clock. The jet gonna be there at 11 o'clock. He's a man of his word, and I've met a lot of people in the sport just in life, period. Al Heyman is one of the best men I ever met in my life. Tabiti is a hell of a fighter. And I got this guy at 168, Ronald.
Gabriel.
Yeah.
Yeah, tough. I think, and you know, I got Ishe fighting for the title May 2nd, you know, which is a great thing. He's fighting against the guy that was in the back. But you know, that guy, actually, Molina, you know, Molina fought the Cuban, and Molina really beat that Cuban guy. From what I was told. I don't know. I'm just saying from what I was told.
I was ringside.
Champ, do you say something?
It was close.
Champ, do you say something about the Rocky Marciano record? How important is for you the 50?
Like I said before, I take one fight at a time. You know,
But how important?
only thing that's important is me just taking one fight at a time. That's the only thing that's important. Family is important. Helping your loved ones grow is very important. Those are the things that's important. Huh? Oh, last night I said I told my guys I said let me go cause a riot. So I came over here and caused a riot last night.
Have you ever seen Maidana like an actual full fight against before? Just video or in person or anything?
Actually, I watched. Where Pat at? I watched the Maidana fight on his phone, on his iPhone.
Against
Adrien Broner. I didn't watch every round. I watched a few rounds. I mean, like six, 7.
Was that the first time you ever had seen him or even knew about him or had you heard about him?
Well, I seen highlights of him. I seen highlights when he fought the one guy that I fought.
Victor Ortiz.
Yeah.
Back in the old day, when you say he's a guy that was straight up and that was no special effects, that was your line. That's what you say about him.
Well, that's back in the day. I'm a lot different.
Not using that line anymore?
No, absolutely. Can't use that.
Floyd, do you think right now, I mean, you're a veteran fighter, do you think maybe you're going to put too much on your plate? You're talking about you don't have an opportunity to get as physical, basketball and so forth. Do you think it might be a danger for you?
I don't think so. I mean, this week, the first day I worked, the first day I boxed, 15 minutes. Well, I boxed 7.5 minutes. Then I boxed 7.5 minutes, and then I think I boxed three times this week. I look good. You know, I feel good. I boxed in 6 rounds, 7 rounds. So I'm at 7 rounds already. So I'll be okay.
Mentally, you're just as strong now in your training as you have been your entire career?
I can't say. You know, I don't. You know, going into any fight, I don't never have any worries or never nervous, never worry about my team because I feel like, you know, I'm putting in the hard work, and I don't feel like, you know, I can't say what my opponent is doing. I only can speak for myself. I truly believe in putting in the hard work. Hey, what's that ring? Oh, hey, that's the ring. You know what the ring like to do? They like to write bad stories about me, but they like to put me on the cover.
What you bring in?
More dangerous fighters now, or when you fought Gennaro Hernandez when you were younger and had, you were at your fastest.
I ain't fast no more. You told me I was getting better with time. I'm like Benjamin Button. Yeah. I think, you know, you just got, you know, like I said, the sport has changed. You know, and you got to be able to change. That's no different from, you know, like when Michael Jordan was playing, then Allen Iverson came in, then LeBron James and Durant. The sport has changed, so you got to be able to change with the sport. But I was able to change the whole sport.
Like, I mean, you were saying it changed. Like, it changed obviously in the 40s and 50s when they fought every 2 or 3 weeks.
But no, you remember, the fighters back then, you was fighting, you know, fighting more like this, to where the style has changed totally. To where now the style is, you know, I got my own style in this. Excuse me. I got my own style in the sport of boxing.
I guess just on an overall basis, like, what is different about boxing today than 1998 when you were
Well, I changed the sport to where they don't even talk about heavyweights no more. That's what I did. Well, all the small guys is getting all the money.
What about the sport itself, not the business, but the sport? Did the sport change? The competition.
The competition has. Back then you had guys that was good, but you got fighters now. There's good and strong. I think the fighters now are stronger than the fighters then in '98. The fighters now are a lot stronger than the fighters was in '98. In the '90s, absolutely. I didn't fight in Ray Robinson era. This is Floyd Mayweather era. I don't know because everything changes. Whereas, say as far as with the sport, it's changed totally because it takes months to build a pay-per-view fight. Well, at first it took 6 months, but now with myself it don't take that long because of social media. The outlets are totally different. To whereas back then they was fighting guys. They'll fight a guy 4 times in 1 year, the same guy.
Statistically, Maidana is the hardest position on 82% knockout ratio. You see a fighter like that, what do you use to counter it? Is it your own power, speed, defense? What counters the power best?
Well, I feel I got a good chin, but I don't want to get hit on the chin. I don't know what's his knockout ratio. I don't even know what's his boxing record, to be honest. But I know he's solid. Every time I see him, any highlights of Maidana or when I seen him fight Broner, he brings it. He brings it. Tough competitor, tough fighter. He brings it, and I know that's why I'm pushing myself in training camp early on. I'm pushing myself because I want to be victorious.
You still feel fairly sharp though since you just fought in September? You talked about that before tonight. Your regular activity.
I think, actually I was shocked. I was more shocked when I went to the gym to see how sharp I was. And my dad was very, very impressed. And it's hard to impress his ass. So if he was impressed, then I know I was doing good the first week out.
When was your first day in the gym?
Monday.
So you talk about your legacy of being already set. You got 3 fights left, more depending on your contract. But how much thought and consideration goes into these fights, considering there might be the last of people season? You pay more attention to your picking this time around?
I like when it comes to the business part, I let my team handle it. When it comes to fight, I just take one fight at a time. I don't know who I'm gonna fight next. I don't know. But I talk it over with my team, and I may be like, this guy may be good to fight. Maybe yes, maybe no. I feel like I earned my stripes. 18 years in, I feel like I earned my stripes to pick and choose who I want to fight. Nobody is forced to watch. Nobody is forced to watch.
How intriguing was the offer from Marcos Maidana?
It was very intriguing.
I'm asking him. You and I talked about
And I'm speaking on.
Well, I don't really know. Like I said, he asked me that question, when I was on the podium. On the podium on stage. When it comes to that, I let Leonard, Leonard can kind of touch on that subject. My job is to go out there and do it. My job is to help him if he needs my help in a certain department. But he's the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, so I let him dictate, and run, and I don't run certain things, and I don't want to get in his way.
But you do have the final say, obviously. Told us many times.
No, I think Leonard's gonna always put me in the best position. So, with him being my friend, as long as we've been friends, I trust his word.
because Richard Stern said to me yesterday that when you fight here, it's different from any other event, whether it's a award show, another athletic event, a concert. He said there's a different vibe when Mayweather fights. And could you just maybe talk to that and your connection to the city?
Well, you gotta realize, with a Mayweather event, it's billions of dollars being generated. Whereas you gotta get gas for the, it's gas. You gotta gas the planes up that's coming from everywhere around the world, and then people are having fight parties in their own city. You gotta have gas, put gas in your car to go to the fight party. After the fight parties, people are getting dressed, so people are going to get clothes. It's a whole weekend. It's a huge weekend, but not just here, everywhere, which is a great thing. And last time I seen it, close to this level was Mike Tyson.
boil it down and attribute your success to the two things?
I think about that all the time. That's something that I think about all the time. I'm just like, far as like when I'm in, like I can feel a fighter when I'm fighting. I can feel a fighter. It's like a sixth sense. I can feel a fighter. I can make a certain move to make a fighter shoot a shot to burn himself. I can do certain things that make fighters burn themselves, and it just comes with experience. Being in the sport my whole life, it just comes with experience.
Because you were saying before, I don't know who I'm going to fight next. And almost every other fighter out there, if I beat this guy, I'm going to fight that guy. And you're one of the few guys out there that doesn't have that. And I wonder, is that part of your success, the fact that you're so zeroed in on one guy?
Fight, yes, absolutely. I feel like I'm always zeroed in on the guy that's in front of me. Before you can go to the next level at anything, you gotta conquer the level that you're at. Just even like on the video games that the young children play in today's time. Before you can go to that next level, conquer one level at a time. Then you'll eventually you'll get to where you're trying to go to.
Were you ever all in for the idea of fighting Khan, and what turned you away from it?
I don't know. As right now, it's Maidana. You look at Maidana, he's 4-0 with 3 knockouts. His last 4 fights, if I'm not mistaken, and he's 2-2. And then the guy that he did fight, I don't think we was really impressed with that. What's the guy's name?
Diaz.
I mean, not taking nothing away from Diaz. He done what he had to do, in the fight world. But, we wasn't impressed with that.
Why was he even on the table?
Business-wise.
Just not even great.
No, it's just business. We look at certain things. He's still on the table. I mean, not for this fight, but he do. You see what I said in my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook. You see what I said. And if he can impress me with something, then he may be the next guy.
So what was up with the poll? Out of curiosity, because you did the poll where you said let the fans vote. Whatever the deal was, I guess he was the winner on your poll.
Probably wasn't winning on my poll, but in other polls he was getting blown out. So that's what happened.
Let me clear this up. Floyd has over 11 million followers on his different platforms. Okay, so all of that was taken under consideration. People focus on one thing. Floyd just don't only have a Twitter. He has an Instagram. He has Facebook. So when he first let me finish. The first tweet he put out, there were over. I know for a fact there were over 50,000 comments that came in over the first 2 hours. Okay, that we weren't tracking, but I had to go back, and my team, we had to go back and look at every one, and trust me, Maidana was an overwhelming favorite with over Floyd's 11 million followers. And that's how we came to that decision of that part. And not only that, but based upon, the poll was just part of that. But we looked at everything, at all the fans, not just on our site, your site, and all the other things. And Maidana's the right guy. Nothing bad about the other guy.
I'm about to go home and go to sleep.
Yes,
Always.
Yes, we are.
Everybody.
Yeah. I think, I mean, you see what's going on in this. I don't take nothing away from nobody, but since I've brought random blood and urine testing up years back, you just look at this certain guy, Lance Burton situation. Just look around. Just, you got to realize, because in this, we're not hitting baseballs. We physically doing damage to the body. And I think it's only right. Not just for my opponent, but for me too. I'm gonna be the first one to step up and say, you know what? I'm a clean athlete. I should be randomly tested. Urine and blood to show the world that Floyd Mayweather is a clean athlete, and I've done it the fair and the correct way. I feel that every athlete that's at the top should have no problem with doing random blood and random urine testing. If you're a clean athlete, you shouldn't have nothing to hide. nothing to hide.
So you say you don't want to fight into your 40s, like you already wanted to stop before then?
I don't know. I don't know. But how far I want to fight. But as of right now, we got to take one fight at a time. Just one fight at a time.
So you were pleased that when Nevada banned testosterone replacement therapy last week?
I don't know what Nevada has banned. I don't know. But my team's going to let me know what's going on. If it's something that I don't know, that's my team's job to let me know what's going on.